What is going on, everybody? I'm Nikki.
And I'm Darrell.
And welcome back to Picture That. Okay, so in today's episode, as you have seen from the title, we are going to be discussing movies that are the same but have different narratives. Now, my special co-host, the one and only Darrell, is going to be taking the lead on this one. So I'm just going to sit back, strap up, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy this ride. Mm-hmm. So go ahead on, big boy.
So with okay. So with these movies, it always follow like a set of people.
Okay.
Which will either be like a man, a leading woman, or another man, or a man, a woman, and another woman.
Okay.
And basically, they are the same movie. Somebody breaking up with somebody, mm-hmm. somebody cheating with somebody, mm-hmm. somebody obsessed with somebody.
Okay.
And it just follows that formula.
So it seems like there's no original. How you say originality mm-hmm. in these movies? Because it's like
a little bit. If you follow along mm-hmm. and you just look at the movies, some of them like that, and then some of the plots are different.
Okay.
But it's always centered around those three people.
Okay.
If we're not gonna bring in like their best friends or family.
Gotcha. So would you care to give some examples?
Okay, they got like When the Bow Breaks.
Okay.
The Perfect Guy.
Okay. Like
No Good Deed.
Mm-hmm.
Fatal.
I can see the similarities in between those movies. Mm-hmm. Some of them I remember vividly, but mm-hmm. I remember a few of them.
Oh, and then we also got like Obsessed with Beyonce.
Mm-hmm. What she said, "Don't touch me." Mm-hmm. I just said, "Don't touch me." She pushed her down. That movie was crazy.
It was a good time. But you see what I'm saying? Like that one followed like a woman, and man.
Right. But see, I would say like I could probably compare Obsessed to like what's the one with The Perfect Guy? I could probably compare those two. Cuz it's like, like it's a psychopath. I would say only difference is in Obsessed she was married to this man and he didn't really step out. He was drugged when they had the little intercourse with the white woman, right? He was drugged, right?
I wouldn't even say that. It was just like she was making videos and doing all that to make him lose his job. But yeah, you're right. The difference was that she was married. Yeah. But if you look at like the list of the movies, like it always follows that format too. It's either they not married or they boyfriend and girlfriend. And they just been together for a long time. Mm-hmm. So like Obsessed is like basically No Good Deed.
Okay, gotcha. I see it.
So it's like we following this pattern. Well, basically most of these are leading women. Mm-hmm. Like some of them really don't. They have leading men, mm-hmm. but it's more focused on the women.
Mm-hmm. Getting out of these dark, crazy, obsessive situations.
Yeah, or like. Sometimes they cheated and stepped out. Mm-hmm. Like I'm gonna say, like the only time it was like when a man was in like Fatal. Mm-hmm. So like with most of the women, it's like The Boy Next Door, No Good Deed, The Perfect Guy, Fatal Affairs, mm-hmm. and the honorable mention, Temptation. Temptation was something. Temptations was something.
The way that movie ended and how she found out that she got that when she caught that STD from that man. Mm-hmm. Everything that glitters ain't gold, sweetheart. She was chasing after something that didn't exist.
Mm-hmm. But then they also had a new movie that I kind of followed that format as well, mm-hmm. which was Divorce in Black.
The recent movie that just dropped.
Yeah,
that we watched. That movie was okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That one was
like you following the format of the man, woman, and girl, and like just them breaking down with certain stalkers and stuff that they're dealing with in their personal lives. Mm. I find all those movies really similar. Mm-hmm. And if you just break it down like on a simple level, is you all see that that's what these movies are.
So, let me ask you this.
Oh, The Intruder. I forgot The Intruder as well.
What was that one about?
It was
who was in that movie?
Michael Early, Megan Good.
Mm-hmm. With the white guy, mm-hmm. And she was okay. And he was buying the house. Yeah, I remember that one. So what I was gonna say is, why do you think directors kind of take that route when it comes to creating affair movies, or like those deceptions and mystery, but mainly like fatal affairs type stuff? Why do they go that route? Do you think it's because it's easy to execute?
I think it's because it's easy and it's something to watch. You know, even though these movies are all similar, they're never going to really just be the same. Mm-hmm. You know, I just think it's a good, easy format to follow, and you just be like, here you go. It's something, you going to watch it.
Yeah. But I will say The Intruder was probably the best movie on this list to me. That movie, I don't know if I went to theaters and saw it. I think I did. I think I went to the theaters and saw that movie. But that movie was good.
I'm gonna say the most memorable movie, and it's not for like everybody. It's called Till Death Do Us Part.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna say Obsessed.
No, I mean that's a movie everybody knows.
Everybody know Obsessed.
But for me, Till Death Do Us Part really stuck with me.
Yeah.
So, but the best movie, and I don't know, just Divorce in the Black was really good to me.
This is the movie that recently just dropped, right? Okay. Yeah. I would say about that movie, it just kind of, everything just happened so quickly. And it was like everything started to happen during this wedding. And as soon as he came back home, I felt like, I don't know, something like clicked or tweaked in his mind. Not wedding, the funeral. I'm sorry. The funeral, when they came down for that funeral. And like when he came back to his family, and because how she was saying, she was like, before we came back, you was fine, like you was cool, like nothing was going on, like he was friends with the best friend husband, like everybody was
because they were actually friends.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's just like
you knew it was basically it was his family for the most part.
Yeah,
you seen all the stuff that they was going with his family. Yeah, it was, basically at the end of the movie, found out that basically he killed his dad for what he did to the mom. After, and you just seen that how they family was set up was weird, and it was just,
the mama had some real control over them boys. She was like, these my boys,
and you can tell that she had real control over them when she was like, get him out the casket. Because they say when they picked the brother.
Yeah. Oh, that was crazy.
That was terrifying.
I was like just imagine being like, could you imagine yourself, like you being at a funeral and they're talking, the pastor is talking like kind of, he's not talking down, like he's talking down on him, but he was talking down on him, right? And it was very much direct. And like the family, like, man, fuck you. You know what? I don't want this casket. I don't want nothing you did for me. I don't even care about the graveyard, the graves that you finna put my baby in. Sons, get my baby out that casket and let's go. I would be traumatized.
I'd be traumatized too, but what really did it for me was she was like, nah, we ain't finna do this, and she was taking off the dress just to throw it back. Just throw it. I was like, that's crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, but I get the purpose of what you were bringing to the table with how some of these movies are very similar, and sometimes it could be like, okay, I get it, haha, like when is somebody gonna bring something new to the table, like Tyler Perry, for example, because like you can tell what a Tyler Perry movie is gonna be about before it even starts. You know what I'm saying? Damn. That's obsession right there.
Let's stop.
Wow, that's 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's a lot of calls.
Look, let's get back to it.
But like Tyler Perry doesn't really have, to me, some people say he doesn't have, like, he's not original anymore, like, but it's kind of the same format being done a lot, but it's whatever. But I get it. I get where you're coming from.
And also, if you watch the movies, you can see that either the person that the main character, like the main woman or man is with, they having problems. Sometimes they cheat, sometimes they break up, and then they get with the person that either becomes crazy or becomes obsessive, or you know, that's another point when I say it follows a formula for each movie. And even though one movie or really two, because I feel like Obsessed didn't follow that, but it's kind of similar, or The Intruder didn't follow that as well.
What about Temptations?
Temptation, it did.
It did. Okay.
It did, because he didn't think about it. They was having problems in their relationship because I think they were trying to get money. He wanted to make them stable. She was unsatisfied with that, and then she went to her ex. That was like that famous. It's like a famous ball player or something. And then, you know, everything that happened to her. So like, if you can probably see the list of the name, like the movies I named, and put some of them in each category. Like you put, like, you know, like when they do those 3 circles that overlay with each other, like you can probably do that.
You talk about what we learned in school?
Yeah.
The Venn diagram? Yeah. Oh, like the compare, contrast, and like what? No, it's the what they're like when in the middle they have what they have in common. Yeah. Like the differences. And I haven't done one of those in a long time. Yeah, saying, that's a good way to break it down too.
But yeah, like with those movies, you can definitely do that. And
you definitely can.
And there's probably a million other movies that's just like and could put in this list that I haven't seen yet. But I most likely will one of these days.
Oh, that was good. Baby, this presentation was impressive. Oh my gosh, you brought up a Venn diagram. I haven't did a... Bruh. Do kids even know what Venn diagrams are?
Maybe not.
What the fuck? I haven't did a Venn diagram in so long. That is crazy. Oh, that was good. But no, I get it. I get where you're coming from. That was what's up.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like to look at those movies and be like... Because one day it just clicked to me that they basically the same.
So how did you... Like, what made you be like, you know what, wait... This movie or these movies are very similar. Like, how did you gather that thought?
Okay, it was around the time, because you can probably look this up. It was when like movies like The Perfect Guy and When the Bow Breaks and all of them was coming out like kind of around the same time. I was like, these movies are kind of the same. And then basically, Michael Early is in most of these movies. If you look at him, Michael Early is in most of these movies. So he was also a key factor of me being like, hey, these are kind of similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what made me like think out of the box and be like, these movies kind of have the same formula. And
I got you. It makes a lot of sense. Now that we're talking about it and I get to see like, you know, from your standpoint, like it definitely makes sense on why these movies are basically identical. You could rename all of them
and they still got something to do.
Because you could literally switch all these names around, and no matter how you do it, it's still gonna basically be the same. So I get it. I definitely get it. And I know we mentioned one, but I know it didn't make the cut. But is it Acrimony?
Yeah, Acrimony.
That one is kind of different than these, right?
It's different.
Okay, so it wouldn't even be in this category of these movies. It
wouldn't, but it is. It's like it's an honorable mention. Honorable mention. Okay. So, because Acrimony follows betrayed. She's not even betrayed. Her family got in her head that her husband wasn't doing her right, even though he wasn't doing her right in the beginning. But he was trying to be like a good man. And I can get where her confusion come from about, you know, all this, like he might be lying. And he was trying to do well for her, but she didn't want it. So he gave her what he thought was fair for her. And he got with the woman that he cheated on with her with way back in the past. And it drove her insane because she basically got everything that was meant for her and that she was destined for if she didn't listen to her sisters.
But I mean, and this could be a little controversial, but whose side was you on? And I know that was like a huge thing, like back then. I know between you and our friends or whatever, who was asking, but like, whose side were you on? Were you on the side of the?
If we're gonna talk about back then, I was on his side, but nowadays I can see from both perspectives.
So you're gray.
Yeah, like I'm gray now, but back then I was really on his side because I was like, he tried to do what he could for her. He tried to, say, yeah, I can do this, this, and this now. She was like, I don't want it. And then, when he was just like, I'm probably just going to move on, that's when she was ready to like, let's get us another try and stuff like that. And he was like, I'm fine.
Because it's kind of on the same level of like when you're with someone and they're like, I don't want to work a 9 to 5 anymore. I want to start my own business. Starting a business is not easy, right? It takes a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying? And for you as my partner, I would think you would understand the vision that I have. I would think you would support me with what she did, because she supported that for
for years.
Oh my gosh, like to the point where her house was finna, what was it, foreclosure or something like that?
No, like that house did kind of get sold, but he bought it back for her. And he gave her money. He gave her like $1 million or something. Like for all those stuff that she had to deal with. And like even though that I feel like that wasn't enough. He still tried to be a man of his word.
And basically he didn't give her the lavish living and all that stuff like that because they weren't together. But
I think he redid the house. I think he gave her the house that she kind of envisioned for the home and stuff like that. I think that I may be misremembering the movie, but I think that he did do that for her as he bought the house back, gave her money and did everything that he felt like he was supposed to do.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was in that situation with her and she said she ain't want that money, I'm gonna tell her, you crazy as hell. I'm gonna cash that check. I want that money. I'll take the flowers too. Did he get the flowers? Was that flowers he gave?
He did. He came to the office to get the flowers.
Sure did. Wow, this was a good one. Okay, Darrell, you on your king shit today via your shirt. Go ahead on king shit. But yeah, you should take the lead more often, buddy. No.
For more episodes like this, I probably will.
You probably will. I can't wait for us to talk about that Scream episode.
One of these days. Maybe tomorrow.
No. Okay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode or tonight's episode, whatever time you're listening to this. You should definitely check out some of these movies. I'll list the movies down below if you want to check some of them out if you've never heard of them. But definitely give them a watch. I think they're pretty great. I have my favorite. Darrell have his favorites. You have actually all of these on DVD, right?
I have all of them.
He has these on DVD. You can buy them on DVD, or you can watch them for free, or wherever you can watch movies at. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great night or good morning. And if there is nothing else, I'm out.
Bye.
Bye.